Hello, Aries, and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. Today, we've got an intuitive reading for you, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're starting off the week with a great card, Four of Wands, optimism. Let's get a little bit more of what's going on. We've got strength for what works for you, beneficial energy. Now, working against you, we've got the Father of Roots. So Aries, we have longer to go. There's more foundation, more work to be done. There have been inklings of things that you've been very successful at, and I know that you can find something to feel very proud of yourself for doing, something on your journey that you may have struggled with in the past, but now you've been able to do very successfully. These cards are all saying to me that yes, that was a victory, this is a step, but you've got to stay in there. You've got to keep going because that was only the one layer. We still have a lot more work to go. I do believe the work is going to go well for you, but what we don't want to do is get complacent and not move, not do anything, just kind of sit there and sit on your laurels, essentially. This reading is about keeping moving. The two cards that are working for you are both Wands cards, and that's the fire energy, the movement. The card that's working against you is an earth card or a root card, and when we think earth, we think kind of planted and rooted and grounded, and while all those things are really good, when they go too far, the energy becomes immovable and it doesn't like to flow, it doesn't like to adapt. And your big message right now, Aries, again, is move, keep going. Let's look at this strength card. Okay. Now, as you keep going, we need to make sure that we're staying out of the combative energy and into the very confident, assertive, but gentle assertion of force. All right, when things come up to test you, and they will, whenever the strength card comes up, that's what happens, that there are things going to come through to test you, that you regard and you stand up to those tests kind of with this noble feeling, with this almost majestic or magnificent feeling that, okay, I can handle this. Sometimes when there's a defensive or a biting or a kind of a reaction that goes like this, it's really masking an insecurity. But the strength card is reminding you, you've got it, you've got everything you need, you just need to calmly stand up and assert your power, assert your position. All right, let's see what else we have coming through for you. Okay, my left or their left? My left. What is my left? That's my left. All right, discipline, 8 of Pentacles or Roots, and then the Devil on the other side. Okay, and we notice that the Devil is looking straight at that strength card. Okay. All right, the Devil is what's going to be the energy that is going to be messing with you or seem to be messing with you, Aries, when we're looking at the strength card. But the Devil is actually a blessing in disguise, because whatever comes up for you to antagonize you or be against you is really for your own benefit. It's actually because of the illusion brought by the Devil that you're able to see your own strength. So what it feels like is this Devil energy through a person, through a situation, is going to bring to you some kind of challenge where you're going to have to stay very connected to yourself, to your center, to your sense of strength. And because the Devil's going to be pushing at you a little bit, and I don't mean the literal devil as in the Christian sense, but this energy of illusion is pushing at you. The way you stand up, when you stand up calmly, is going to show you an extra reserve of yourself, like an extra strength that you didn't know you had. I'm very fascinated because we've got 2 8s here, the Strength card and the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is reminding you that everything is connected. The light and the dark, the challenge and the victory, the weakness, the vulnerability, and the strength. Everything is part of it, okay? So it's not about they're wrong and I'm right, or that's evil and I'm good. It's about seeing how these things work together and understanding that in the big picture, when you think of the hero's journey, or you think of any kind of story, like a fairy tale or a bedtime story, there's always some kind of antagonism or some kind of evil, bad force. But what it's doing is it's making the good force stronger, or it's initiating them into a new level. It's like a rite of passage, okay? So it's very important, Aries, to stay focused on the big picture, because I can see, this optimism here could get crushed so easily the minute something challenging comes up. But these cards are saying to you, there's a bigger thing going on. This is all about your evolution, all about your growth, all about you getting to the next stronger and more highly evolved version of yourself. And that's going to take challenge. We don't grow unless we're challenged. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull one more card for you. All right. Another 8, departure. And this departure card I love in this deck because it talks about phases. Being able to move on after you've accomplished one phase, being able to move on to the next phase, the next phase. It's like, and there are mountains on this card, but it's like climbing a mountain, all right? And when you're on the spiritual path, there's always more mountains to climb. We're never done. And while that can seem very maddening to those of us that love closure and endings and okay, good, finally done, it actually makes our time here, I don't want to say more bearable or more palatable because that makes it sound like it's awful here, but it makes it a little easier to understand that if we come down as souls with the intention to continually evolve, it makes it a lot easier to go with the flow. It makes it a lot easier to actually roll with the challenges and enjoy the good times, because it's stagnation, staying in the same place, that works against every reason why you're here. And actually, stagnation is painful. Stagnation is worse than more mountains. Okay, so just some thoughts for you for your journey this week. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me this week. I always love hearing from you, so if you feel compelled to leave a comment, that's always awesome. And I would love to help you even further on your journey. These videos are just the first little step. So if you are one of these seekers who's ready to go even deeper, please check out my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. I'm currently accepting new seekers who want to go even deeper. So look forward to seeing you next time right here, Aries. Have a good one.